and more traffic.
Think you can outrun the law? Think again. This is Chase Point, where the most dangerous pursuits and high-stakes arrests come to life. July 15th, 2023. A prison transfer turned into chaos when the inmate escaped custody, hijacked 2 vehicles, and fled in a stolen blue Camaro. The pursuit continued at high speeds through rural Wisconsin, where Wesley evaded spike strips and drove into opposing lanes, endangering multiple people. Then, without warning, the car began to slow, crawling to a stop on the highway. The engine had been remotely killed after the owner flagged it as stolen. Earlier that day, he'd already crashed a stolen van, injuring an innocent in the process. But at the end, Wesley was staring down a stack of charges: carjacking, reckless endangerment, and battery on a police officer. In St. Lucie County, Florida, on June 20th, 2024, police notices a white Mercedes. Running the plate shows the driver's license is suspended and the vehicle's tags are flagged for seizure. As the trooper attempts the stop, the driver speeds away, igniting a high-speed chase on the highway. Flying down the shoulder at over 80 miles per hour, the chase is wild, but there's more to this pursuit than velocity. With drugs on board, cocaine and marijuana, these guys are all in. No intention of stopping.
152, getting off the 152. Clear, clear, clear.
The chase snakes through city streets before bursting back onto the highway. Until Trooper and his team execute a flawless pit maneuver. With the chase over, deputies uncover the stash. The driver faces a stack of charges: possession, reckless driving, fleeing. Both suspects are booked into St. Lucie County Jail. March 4th, 2024, a white Dodge Charger with dark window tint catches the attention of a Florida Highway Patrol officer. When police tried to pull him over, the driver punched the gas, blasting onto the highway, weaving through and pushing past 130 miles per hour. Fleeing the cops? It's a gamble that always crashes hard. The trooper held the line. Backup rolled in, and then everything changed. One officer seemed to crash, but that was no accident. That was the end of the chase. The chase ended with cuffs. Both suspects were charged with aggravated fleeing, battery, and damage to property. Also, a loaded gun and marijuana were found in the car. In the quiet town of Chester, South Carolina, a routine stop took a sharp turn. The driver was all smiles until he floored it. The suspect fled, initiating a high-speed chase that concluded with a crash.
Right on Ashford Street, head northbound.
When arrested, police found 112 grams of fentanyl and 56 grams of methamphetamine. No stunt doubles, no scripts, just a fugitive biker and a relentless cop tearing through Osasco, Brazil. The chase began when officers spotted a motorcyclist performing dangerous stunts with a passenger on board, weaving recklessly through Osasco's congested roads. With a burst of speed, the rider ignited a 6-minute adrenaline rush, dodging traffic, squeezing through alleys, and refusing to stop. The biker weaved through traffic like a phantom, cutting corners with surgical precision and pulling stunts that would make Hollywood legends flinch. But the officer stayed locked in, refusing to back down. As the streets narrowed, the chase hit a boiling point. Buses missed by inches, red lights blown without hesitation, and turns so sharp they nearly threw the officer off course. Knowing he needed something drastic to shake the officer, the biker veered off the main roads, diving into tight-knit residential neighborhoods where every turn was a gamble and every street a potential trap. Riding like this through city streets, you're either completely insane or a world-class professional with ice in your veins. As jaw-dropping as this chase was, it had to end. The biker's moves weren't just reckless. They were calculated, born from experience. This wasn't his first run through the city's veins, but it might be his last. With driving like that, both he and the officer could have landed roles in a Hollywood stunt reel. She had a chance to walk free with just a fine, but one reckless decision sealed her fate for 7 years behind bars. The trouble began when officers caught them loading stolen goods into their cart, more than $2,000 worth. Outside the store, the confrontation felt strangely quiet. She made a simple request, to grab something from her vehicle. But in a flash, she slammed the gas, and a high-speed pursuit erupted. As the SUV lurched into motion, a gunshot rang out. Laquandra Borden was hit in the arm. With only one tire intact, she maneuvered recklessly through busy roads, endangering multiple drivers. She knew the car couldn't outrun anyone, not with 3 tires gone. But when fear takes the wheel, reason gets left behind. At just 25, Laquandra Borden turned a petty theft into a felony spree. She's now charged with hit and run, criminal conspiracy, and assault of a high and aggravated nature, plus shoplifting goods worth up to $5,000. That's it for today's pursuit. Remember, drive safe, obey the law, and stay out of trouble. If you enjoyed the ride, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment below. Your support keeps Chase Point rolling.